Guys, just when you think the market can't get any more interesting, Shiba pulls off a massive 30% up as they get listed on Coinbase. You hear the howls of the dogs crying as Dogecoin drops 18% in the last month as interest in it slides and picks up in the meme market in Ethereum. And our meme coins couldn't be happier. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
Like more to be on bricks. Even my lady call herself a side chick. I'm popping up like over red and vodka on the flame conscious.
All right, guys, the market at CoinGecko shows we're at 2.203 trillion. That's down 3% to yesterday, but the volume has been able to maintain, which means there's a lot of sideways action. And you can see that in the dip with Bitcoin. It didn't hold resistance at 48. So now we're going to have to sit and wait for just a little bit longer. Ethereum also could not hold its support at 36, so it is back down in the 34 level. Cardano has a couple more days for its breakout. Fingers crossed. So it's down about 6 cents to 236 from the trading yesterday. However, all is not lost because in the last 7 days, Floki is up 310%. Saitama is up 105%. Kishu is up 28%. Keanu is up 25%. StarLink is up 17%. Sanshu is up 13%. Shiba is now up 13%. Hokk is up almost 12%. And Dogecoin is down 5%. Now, I don't believe that Dogecoin belongs in our universe because even though they were the leader, they are now something entirely different and they no longer control the market. I told you in the beginning that I felt like Shiba was going to be the first to move. And that's when we started covering all of these tokens. And what ended up happening is Shiba moves and everybody else is moving too. But if you look at the charts and you take a solid look, then you will see that one of these charts almost is not like the other. And that one is Shiba. Shiba lines up a lot more with Dogecoin. So if you're looking at what matches up, it looks like Floki's line, Saitama, Kishu, and Keanu seem to be on the same trajectory, and that means that there's probably something going on there. It's probably not me, but it has to be said that their lines seem to be converging at the same time. So somehow or another, we all seem to be tied in together. As you can see with Sanshu, they've got an up, but they were already up there while some of us were a little bit down to begin with. So their trend is a little bit different, and Hokk's trend is a little bit different. But Hokk is in the middle of remaking itself, so they're going to have some ups and downs that are just a little bit different than what some of us other tokens are going through. So keep an eye on this. It's amazing what's happening. Go Floki. Go Saitama, go Kishu, go Keanu. Everybody seems to be moving in the right direction. And take your profit when you need to, but make sure you stay faithful to it. Moving on. All right, guys. Keanu is trading at 1333. That's another big up at 3% lift from the day before. And it looks like everything is in a buy sentiment for Keanu Inu. There's a lot of green in the market. A whole lot of green in the market. So when that happens, good things are bound to happen. Now, I said yesterday that we were supposed to have an announcement because it turns out I'm an idiot and somebody in chat mentioned the 16th a long time ago. Not even for that, but something about today being a holiday. So I apologize to any and everybody. The announcement is forthcoming. Nothing has changed about it except that I'm an idiot and I had the wrong date. So good things are still happening. We're still in great shape, but it's going to take a little bit longer before we get the announcement. I believe that everything's ready to go, and we're just waiting for the last piece of confirmation. And when we get that, get ready for Mars, guys. things are going to get a little bit crazy. Moving on. All right, Hokk got another up today. You're at 77.81. That's a 24-hour increase of 13%. The market looks like you are in a buy mode. Seems to have leveled off in the last 30 minutes, but that's only because there were a couple recent sales. But it looks like, generally speaking, that you guys are about to get shot into space. The trading volume, I think everybody, including myself, we're looking at trading volume, and we're waiting for that big move to happen because you don't see it in a lot of places. You're waiting to see these big moves and these big tick-ups that just haven't really been happening. And a lot of that is attributable to the price of Ethereum and the fact that making trades has been an expensive and laborious sort of process to people. But the market is now coming down, and hey, you guys are up 14% now since I started this, so I moved the needle, baby. But guys, if you haven't already, go check out the voice chat, which covers the bridge that's going to allow trading to become something on another level in this universe. I'm not sure how the HokkFi transfer is going to happen, how the rebranding will take place, but very shortly, you're probably going to see a less Doghead and a whole lot more HokkFi. So, guys, stay tuned. Pay attention to what's going on because big things are happening. It's always happening in the HokkFi universe. Moving on. All right, Sanshu community, you're at 1768, up 3% on the day. There's no real new information to report other than following Conway Constar on Twitter. However, basically, his posts so far, they're just one, and it just says that the dog park is what he's working on and that's being released. If, however, you go into Telegram, right this moment, you can see some images of the dog park with shading and with different color schemes working on his test center right now, and it looks very good. You can also see Sean Coffey laying wood right now and teaching everybody how to be respectful in a Telegram chat, so that's kind of fun. I think that everybody, as an investor, you're a little bit anxious. You're waiting for that moment, but one of these guys in here said something which is very, very prescient to the moment, and it says, do your investing based on information. Don't do your investing based on fear, uncertainty, and doubt. If you do that, you're going to be successful, and you're certainly going to be successful with Sanshu because if you look at this chart, it just continues to move on the upward trend, and it takes you a little while to get back out here to where it was just a little bit higher. So what you're seeing is a full-on recovery before Sanshu gets sent to the next level, and there's still a $17 million market cap, so there is probably room for at least 100 to 200x at a minimum. Go Sanshu. Moving on. Floki Vikings, what's going on, guys? Today you are trading at 49.83. That's down about 14% to the previous day. You can't stay high all the time is what my mom used to tell me. So you're going through a little bit of market correction, but the volume is $7.5 million. I checked the volume over on Gate.io. It was over 9 million at the time that I had looked. So it looks like there is a lot of trading volume happening right now, and that is always a good thing. It also looks like there were a lot of profit takers that were trying to take their profit right now, and now they're trying to be strategical and play a dip so that they can get back in good and continue to moon this thing. Meanwhile, let's talk about NFTs for a second. This is from the chat, and it is from B. Dear Vikings, I can see that excitement for the Floki NFT avatar for Million Gardens is very strong, so I will include one more sweet detail for you all. I'd said that there would be 8 very rare NFTs, right? Well, here's the deal. If you happen to mint a rare NFT, you will be automatically airdropped $5,000 worth of Floki tokens. That's right. There are 8 extra rare NFTs out of the 10,000 to be minted. All 10,000 NFTs are rare and unique, but 8 are extremely rare, and anybody who mints one of these 8 NFTs will get $5,000 worth of Floki tokens. So again, mark your calendars and make sure you don't miss the NFT sale. The launch time for the NFT is 8 p.m. UTC on Saturday, September 18, 2021. And if you are interested, there is a countdown timer right now that's running in their Telegram that leads to the launch of this NFT. So guys, if you're not in Floki, I don't know what's wrong with you, but things are going good. And something to remember, when we originally started this, we were talking about them being up 309%, and that's 309% even based on the dip that's happening right now. That Gate.io listing is a big deal, and the fact that Shiba is now moving along is helping to carry all of us dog tokens along. So, if you're not in Floki, you should probably get in Floki. If you're not in Sanshu, you should probably get in Sanshu. You should probably get in all of these. Moving on. Saitama Wolfpack. You are trading today at 51.42, and that is dead even with yesterday. Folks, I just said the Saitama Wolfpack is dead even with yesterday, and what I guess I'm saying to you is this. Even when Saitama dips, Saitama don't dip. In the 24-hour period, there's been some ups and there's been some downs. But look at this chart. It's basically always up. Saitama has been doing things that very few other tokens are doing right now. And if you're not recognizing that and you are not noticing that, it's a little crazy. If you go into the Telegram chat right now, you're going to see from the real Saitama Queen, Rhea, there is a YouTube video, not from me, but live with Diamond Hands and Michael Thompson, where they're going over some Saitama information. Also, there is another YouTube. There's an AMA on YouTube with Russ. These are just recently posted, guys. So even though the professor is still crossing people over and breaking ankles, there are still things happening in the Saitama-verse, and they're coming at you one after the other, after the other, after the other. Folks, those are the types of things that any investor wants to see from a dev team. They want to see constant action. They want to see constant movement. And look at this chart. There is just absolutely no quit. Nam, you are killing it. Moving on. All right, Kishu trading at 84.18. Another big up of 9% on the day. And that is only because there's just a little bit of a dip right now. At one point, they had lost another 0. So Kishu has it going on right now. And not for nothing, but Kishu is giving away a Tesla right now. Yeah, Kishu is giving away a Tesla right now. They're taking transaction hashes from everybody who qualified right now, and very shortly, there's going to be an announcement of who won. That's crazy. You don't have to announce it. You just send me the Tesla. Anyway, guys, 84.18. I told everybody who's listening a long time ago that I think that Kishu is the one that carries this market. And what you are seeing is right along with everything else that's going on, Kishu is right here doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. So, pack your bags because Kishu is about set for liftoff. Moving on. All right, StarLink Troopers, you guys are trading at 14.51 today. That's about even on the day. Down 2%. That's nothing to worry about. The daily volume, though, continues to maintain at $4.197 million for a 24-hour cycle. That is an absolutely great number for continued trading volume. But let's talk about what the excitement is right now. Pixel Vault NFTs are coming, and there's going to be some auctions happening for specific StarLink Trooper NFTs, and they are going to be awesome. There's going to be an announcement very soon. We're waiting for Mo to give us the information on when it's going to be, but they are looking awesome right now, and we'll see what we'll see. But the important part here is the outside world of StarLink on one of the planets has been revealed. And this is what the planet is going to look like at, I'm assuming this is just going to be called Starbase. I'm not sure yet what planet it's going to be on. I'm not sure how much there's going to be around there. I just know so far what I'm seeing, just like everybody else, and I'm excited. Cannot wait for the launch to get in on the beta, get on the alpha if I can. That'd be awesome. But it looks like there are great things coming in the StarLink metaverse. And since it's going to be on the metaverse chain, it's probably going to be awesome, just like everything else there. Moving on. All right, guys, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but we are starting to see a change in the way the meme coin universe is working. It's no longer working on there's one big dog and then everybody else follows suit. Case in point, the big dog in all of these meme coin universes is Dogecoin. And generally speaking, where Dogecoin has gone, everybody else has followed. And that all changed at the beginning of this year when Shiba made their move. Now, the Shiba move was tied into what was going on with Dogecoin because people were looking for what's next. Then, within 5 days, the Shiba Army went from being happy with their gains to being overnight millionaires. Then, the markets crashed. And it looked like at that point, maybe Kishu was up next, but everything was still going to be tied to what either Dogecoin or Shiba did. Earlier in this update, we posted a link to show you what it looks like on the charts right now and whether they really are tied together. And what we found out is Shiba and Doge might have a little bit of tie-in together because they seem to move at the same rate. But Floki and Saitama and Kishu and Keanu do not seem to be following that same pattern right now. Sanshu does not seem to be following that same pattern. It seems like we are now forging our own path. These altcoins are now doing altcoin things, while the meme coin market is now doing meme coin things. And the best thing that I can say for that is that we should all now be looking around and making sure that we have at least a little bit of skin in every single major meme coin game. If you are in Floki, you need to be in Saitama 2, you need to be in Kishu 2, you need to be in Keanu. Throw $50 at everybody. Make sure that you are hedging your bets, not because everybody needs to have their money everywhere, but because we are all tied in together. And at one point, we think that it's going to be Floki. It might be Kishu. I'm 50-50 on that. Which one is going to be the impetus to send this market into the stratosphere? But it's going to happen. It could also be Saitama. You never know the moment something goes parabolic and that life-changing money happens. But you do know that you're tied in all together. And it's important if you're tied in together to make sure that you have that life-changing money in every single one of the possible contenders to take you there. Now, it's no secret that Floki is going to have billboards in Times Square for about the next 3.5 months, which means that they are trying to attract the average investor. There are hundreds of thousands of people that walk by those billboards all of the time. Those are potential investors. Little things like that. Floki's agreement with IOC Pantera. Floki's game Valhalla. When you move on to Saitama, Saitama has an entire entertainment division already. And we're talking about the Wolfcaster game. We're talking about a Wolfcaster cartoon. We are talking about maybe a Wolfcaster comic book, Wolfcaster NFTs. Everything is coming along with the Saitama universe. Then, when you move to Kishu, they keep everything tight to their vest, but when they make an announcement, they make a splash with it. You have the London takeover, which was brilliant, by the way. You have the agreement with Ronaldinho. You have these moments in time where Kishu was on the billboards everywhere, including Times Square. So all of these things are happening, and all of these catalysts are happening, and at some point one of these catalysts is going to send a certain token and then every other token along with it. So it's important for you to make sure that you get sent along with it, even if you have a favorite token. If your favorite token is Floki, or if your favorite token is Keanu, whatever it is, if you have a small bag and everything else, then you can use that money later on to get a bigger position in your favorite token. But it gives you an opportunity, and it makes sure that when the sending comes, and the sending is coming, when the sending comes, that you are maximizing your potential for growth. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what token gets sent. I have a personal preference, which most people will know what my personal preference is without me even having to say it. But the important thing about it is I am here to talk about what you guys should be doing. And if I'm always right and we use that math, then I'm telling you, you should probably hedge your bets just a little bit and get a little bit here and a little bit there to make sure that you are covered in all of the tokens so that you have an opportunity for growth when that opportunity presents itself. Now, obviously, you have to make smart plays in the market, but the smartest play that you can do right now is create yourself as many opportunities as you can to get as sent as you possibly can in every single one. It is also possible that the impetus is going to come from, say, something like Keanu, who has a big event coming next Friday. If that event goes off with an incredible amount of excitement, then maybe that starts the market and that starts to become a catalyst. But depending on the number of holders, maybe that catalyst only sends it so far, and the next token up is the one that's going to really send it. Or maybe the same thing. Keanu gets a start, Floki finishes it off, and then Kishu comes in and really moons everybody. But they're going to drag us all along, and everybody is going to be richer and better for it because we as a community are better united than we are divided. Guys, put your money where you want to put your money, but that was just my opinion, and I hope you respect it and I hope you understand that I want everybody that's watching to succeed and end up with great wealth and then contribute to the wallet below so that I can too. Let's have a great day. That's my time.
I've been around since the 80s and wasn't always cool, especially with the ladies. I was a damn fool. Dad was an alcoholic. Mama, she had to leave him. Grew up around the fighting, the fussing, cussing, and cheating. That's when I started breaking all of the rules, selling drugs and robbing people. I was kicked out of school. I was a bad kid, tearing shit up, sleeping on couches with 40 bottles and cigarettes.